go to some churches, I'm a Roman Catholic, they say prayer for Nigeria in distress. I feel Nigeria is just an adjective. We make up Nigeria. We seem to forget that it's citizens that metamorphose to become leaders. What's the mindset of the average Nigerian youth today? Because that youth will metamorphose to become a leader. And whatever that mindset is, that's what it will bring on the table where policies are being made that will reflect the generation behind us. Back to your question. What young people are clamoring for?
Yes.
An enabling environment where they can live their dreams, as in compete with their contemporaries across around the world. And you see, there's this bleakness in this country today that, let's not forget, poverty makes you vulnerable. When you, back in school, I studied geophysics. I schooled in the East. I know my colleagues used to tell me, you don't make them already. You've made it. You're from the Niger Delta. You get to another company and all that. But I could remember my first interview in one of these multinational companies. I wouldn't want to mention the name. After like 2 days, the head of the board called me that you passed all our tests, but we found out that nobody recommended you.
Right.
That's why I lost out that job. Someone I thought is in that company to date. What we clamor for is give us access, equal access to the tools we need to live our dreams.
Okay.
Let's not forget too that the currency of this our generation is talent, innovation, creativity.
Right.
Unlike that of our parents' generation that talked about certification, if you make 2-1, or someone I have an uncle who had WAEC who works in Shell. They tell you once you graduate, there's a car waiting for you. It's not like that again. Why not grow that? Every leader, anybody who wants to be at the head, who wants to make policies for us, should think towards growing that talent, innovation, and creativity of our young citizens. Because when you grow those talents and creativity, it will help grow our economy. So just give us an enabling environment, that's all.
Awesome. We are rounding up, and because we're moving very swiftly on to the next segment. So I'm going to thank all my panelists. But before you go, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm timing you. Just to give your final words, one, to the people in the room, also to those who will be watching this. And I think to a large extent, I also want you to touch on our readiness as the youth, because that is our power, right? The numbers we have, but saying rather than waiting for another leader, can we appoint our own leader? All right? Rather than us taking what we are given, can we suggest and say this is who we stand with in this particular upcoming elections? I will start with Dr. May.
I would say that this is a great opportunity, and I hope that young people begin to see it as that. This is an opportunity to take the power in our own hands. I would say come out. I would say participate. I would say be the change you want to see. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. May, for that. You have the finale, so be storing up. I could even stretch yours to a minute because you're the voice of the young people. Alaji.
You see, the youth are the electoral administrator. So this is the greatest opportunity for them to be able to do it well. Try to get what we call an instrument. Your instrument is your voters. And the issue, we are talking of job creation, we are talking of security, we are talking of reforms. You understand? We are talking of the reforms that will be able to impact on the young generations. And the future is now for us to be able to have what we call, leadership is a tools by which all of us, we have to realize the impact in that perspective. So the youth, this is the opportunity for us now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Elvis, do me a favor. I need you to touch on PVC and registration. That's really important, okay? All right.
In a generation where we are acculturated with tweeting, we're on every social media, I think the The media decides, it's a global estate. Decide what we do, what we buy things, who we put on the table of decision making. You can be a nice person. If I set up some young persons that know what they know, they will paint you bad. So let's try. We have the tools in our hand to decide those who will be on the table where our future, critical decisions about our future will be made. You don't, I know we've given up, it seems like we've given up on this country, but nobody will make Nigeria better than the young people. Rwanda used to be a third world country, but today it looks like a tourist destination. I'm not sure the leaders, they did it alone. The young persons got involved. So your vote, so every young person listening to me today, your vote is your voice. You don't give your voice away because you don't know what you want to say. What we are faced with today is like a mountain. We're carrying it on our back. We're meant to be climbing that mountain. If the previous leaders did the right thing, it's not in our hand. Our advocacy today is not just about young people. It's about young people with character, competence, and capacity. Because we still have people who are internet fraudsters. I always say it on every platform. If you just say young people, and you elect an internet fraudster, he will bring on board his contemporaries, and they will defraud our country. If you are a young person, you know you don't have accountability qualities, character, and competence. You have nothing doing, running to speak on our behalf. But 2023, I say it on every WhatsApp group. If you ask some of our leaders, they'll say Elvis is arrogant. If they don't give us the seats at the table where our decision is being made, we'll carry our shares to sit with them.
Right.
Because the time is now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank all my panelists for joining me this morning. And you would agree with me that clearly the future is amazing. Thank you so much. Over to you.
I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them not big you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if you're not clapping right now, I don't know what you're doing. Please, a round of applause for that wonderful, mind-blowing discussion. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. With all we've heard this morning, we still have hope. We still believe in Nigeria, and we still believe that our future is... I can't hear you. Our future is... Okay, so DJ, light music as we get set for the next item on the program.
I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them not big you, my vibe. Them not big you, my vibe. Them not big you, them not big you, them not big you, my wise man said, follow the stars. There you shall find a piece of advice. If you hit your enemies shine. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light. But you can never kill my vibe. Cause here we don't sacrifices. Everything was taken, still had to make it.
Our Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting set for the next phase of this program, please, we want all phones on silent. We want all phones on silent as we're getting set for the next item of the program. DJ.
Say your body talk to me nice. Say now my love you didn't need for your life. Yeah. no be lie. Say yeah, we did together, yeah, day and night. Yeah, if I leave, you go by. Yeah, if you leave, I go stroking your body, baby. Loving your body, baby. As you're whining your body, baby. So crazy. Loving your body, baby. Girl, you want need to me. I just wanna let you know. Hope every day you don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my
Okay.
body.
DJ. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I just want us to reflect on something. Our musicians in Nigeria, they are bringing Grammy back home, they are bringing awards back home. We don't have any old man as a musician. We don't have any old man. We have young ones, we have the youth doing all this. Super Eagles just gave us victory a few days ago. There is no old man in that team. Even the coach is not an old man. The Nollywood industry is making us proud all over the world. The old men that we have there are the Onowu and the Igwe. And we don't have 50% of Onowu and Igwe in the Nollywood industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at it, you will know that something is wrong. Something is wrong when governance is moving and the young ones are not carried along. So I want you to think about it. I want you to look into it. And you say what our future is. So please, let's think about it. The Whiskey, the Davido, the Burna Boy, the Tiwa Savage. No old man. No old man. The footballers, no old man. The Nollywood, nothing. And these are the aspects that in the world, nobody is beating us right now. So I believe that if we make way and give chance for the younger generation to handle government, I believe we will still do better. If you believe, please a round of applause for this project. So we're getting set, and in a short while, our spec, you know, when you talk about spec, it is something you love. It is something that fits you. Our spec will join us. So as we wait, DJ, music on the bar.
I
get you be scammer. I dey follow you for back. Baby, you blow my mind, I don't go lie. See, baby, if you want to leave for Piccoli, no do shakara, no they carry your shoulder. Oh. As you see me so, baby, now because of you, I don't go. See, I don't get go. Want to get to go, don't go.
I don't try again, but now my heart is still they pay me. Ole coco, Shabi shoni me running. Tired of getting it wrong. This won't be another heartbreak song. Yeah. Somebody song go find me one day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. Somebody song go love me one day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. Somebody, song go love me one day. Somebody, song go love me one day. Worried, I'm not worried. No, I know the chorus. Who wants it to go whatever and live your life forever? This place, heart has been through much. Look at me late, ole coco. Shabi shoni me running. Tired of getting it wrong. This won't be another heartbreak song. Somebody song go find me one day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. One day. Somebody song go love me one day. I don't dare wait, don't. But I don't dare wait, oh. I don't dare wait for you, so. And I still dey pray, oh. I still dey pray, oh. Oh, Dada, oh my ego now for you.
Oh my ego for you,
Oh my raba now for you.
oh my rubber for you,
Go go me now for you. Yeah.
oh care for you.
All the motor for my carrot for you. Yeah.
See me doing the garage for you,
Oh
yeah.
my ego now for you.
I go now for you, yeah.
Oh my raba now for you. Yeah. Go go me now for you. Yeah. All the motor for my carrot for you.
When the
Yeah.
motor for the garage for you, OBO, I dare. Nothing really for you, all the best for you. I put my life on the line for you. Nobody else but you. Baby, boo. You don't say you be my boo boo. If I ever leave you, oh, baby, I be fool. Baby, I be fool. Say I want to show you my world, oh, my I say I don't go do you, do you? Say I want to show you my world,
Cause all my ego now for you.
all my ego for you,
All my raba now for you. Yeah.
rubber for you,
Go go me now for you. Yeah.
oh care for you.
All the motor for my carrot for you.
I see
Yeah.
me doing the garage for you,
All
yeah.
my ego now for you.
I go now for you, yeah.
All my raba now for you.
Oh my rubber now for you, yeah.
Go go me now for you. Yeah. All the motor for my carrot for you.
I see me doing for the garage for you. Ready for
Today you be loving me, tomorrow you be fighting me. Yeah, I don't know what you want from me. Don't know. I know that you dey pour kerosene, Wake up, oh, oh, shape all of make up your mind. Baby, wake up, say I do overdo. Kiki, you got to bad faith. No, my get so come on, love back. Body on check. I thought I don't mind the back them. No, you don't. Soji, Soji. Anyway, me I no forget.
Okay, DJ B, thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, I want us to be informed that we'll be going live. We'll be going live on channels, television in a few minutes from now, and we'll be taking the national anthem, and prayers will be on the screen while we follow up. So please be informed that we'll be going live a few minutes from now. DJ B.
Make another man begin on my way. I love you, no mean say. If you say make I put one hand for fire, 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 burn. I go put one for fire. You know mean say. If you say make I put one like for fire, 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 burn. I go put like for fire.
Give me love, make a love. There's no other one above. Make a dance, give me love, make a love. There's no one above.
Shukura kilo kosio, shuku sheka, aya shumeka, yeah. Caroline save your drama. I don't need it for the soap opera. Hola, hola, Mr. Olopa. I'm not here to cause wahala. Hello, diva, save your drama. You don't need me in your soap opera. Yeah, you for there for me, you for there. When the boy they hunger, I for die for you. But you say if you don't get money, hide your face, hide my face. Make another man picking on my way. I love you, no mean say. If you say make I put one hand for fire, 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 burn. I go put one for fire. You know mean say. If you say make I put one like for fire, 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 burn. I go put like for fire.
Give me love, make a love. There's no other one above. Dance, make a dance. Give me love, make a love. There's no other one above.
Damn, fresh.
Yeah, you for there for me, you for there. When the boy they hunger, I for die for you. But you say if you don't get money, hide your face, hide my face. Make another man picking on my way. I love you, no mean say. If you say make I put one hand for fire, 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 burn. I go put one for fire. You know mean say. If you say make I put one like for fire, fire, burn. I go put like for fire.
I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear you there with another man. We are body go on. I know what I can, but I see with another man. I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear you there with another man. We are body go on. I know that I wanna show you. Nobody, 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 nobody. Don't wanna be with nobody, 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 nobody. Baby, this is body, no be, yeah. I tell you, say you fine, you know they care. Me, I know be dundee, dundee. I see you with the Soji, Soji. Anyway, me, I know go get. Not only you are the one that's well. So go away, shine, baby, my rose. Oh yeah, cause it be you I want, it be you I never know. I could prove my love, I could beat it all. I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear you there with another man. We are body rotate. I don't like that, I feel with another man. I don't wanna hear you. I don't wanna hear you there with another man. We are body rotate. I don't wanna see you with nobody, 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 nobody.
get a woman hold on tight, oh. Me and my guys, we take for bike, oh. Now her location take for mine, too. If you leave a woman, she go off fine, too. No be lie, oh. We go use it rapper blind the eyes, oh. Me and my guys, we know they smile, oh. Big talk boys, we know they lie, oh. Big talk boys, we know they fear nobody. And you see why we got a fool for body. Only one thing we know they like now, police. One wrong move, you turn to my enemy. So make you no try me. This thing they hit me like the bongo. I beg you bring another shy show. Take your lady to the condo. If we dey hit and she dey sharp more well. Oh yo, girl. Ah. We dey wear coat, we dey wear ISO. All of our enemies them broke tie, oh. No competition, no denial. Una be cheaters, we be lions. Say we dey fly high, man, we never fly low. If we dey move, we no dey fear go slow. No competition, no denial. Una be cheaters, we be lions. Big dog boys, we no dey fear nobody. And you see why we got a fool for body. Only one thing we know they like now, police. One wrong move, you turn to my enemy. So make you no try me. Yeah. This thing they hit me like a bongo. I beg you bring another shy show. Take your lady to the condo. If we dey hit and she dey sharp more well. Oh yo, girl. This thing they hit me like a bongo. I beg you bring another shy show. Take your lady to the condo. If we dey hit and she dey sharp more well. Oh yo, girl.
Hope
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the man we've been waiting for is here. Are you ready? Are you ready? The future is, ladies and gentlemen, if you know that the future is now, please make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. Yes, the future is now, and we believe that God is taking us to the next level. We believe that God is taking us to the future of our dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting signals, strong signals. If you can see what I'm seeing right now, please, a round of applause, a round of applause. Let's rise, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies, as we make welcome our spec, Chukwuka Moye, our spec. Please, a round of applause. The future is, I can't hear you, the future is. If you believe it, say it louder, the future is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we want to call for the national anthem. The prayers. Help our youth know in love and honest to grow and live in justice and truth. Great Father, today to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Amen. Amen. Let's sit down. Thank you.
Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. And you are all welcome to this historic moment. I'd like us to pay attention over the next few minutes to the man that will be delivering a solid message about his promise, if I would say. But beyond that, what I want you to know is that this man has been committed to social impact in Nigeria for the last 20 years. And that is a lot. Put your hands together for him on that. But what's more interesting is this man is a bridge between the old and the new. And that is something that we are excited about. Please put your hands together as we get the introduction of the man, Mr. Chukwuka Monye.
Chukwuka Monye has been committed to making lives better in Nigeria for over 20 years. He is a university. Chukwuka Monye has been committed to making lives better in Nigeria for over 20 years. He is a University of Oxford-trained innovation strategist who has dedicated his career Chukwuka Monye has been committed to making lives better in Nigeria for over 20 years. He is a University of Oxford-trained innovation strategist who has dedicated his career to building businesses, mentoring leaders, and impacting lives.
Because of the way we bless him, he will never express tears, he will never express sorrow on his life. He will live and testify the presence of God in his life.
At 42, he is one of the continent's social innovators and has over 20 years' experience. He is the founder of CUC Consulting, one of Africa's foremost multinational operations management consulting firms, through which he has transformed numerous private and public institutions. He is an Amazon, Wall Street Journal, and USA Today best-selling author for his contribution in the book Business Success Secrets. A thoroughbred Nigerian, Chukwuka holds only a Nigerian passport, even though he has had opportunities to become a citizen of another country and move abroad with his family, a testament to his patriotism and belief in the future of our great nation.
Chukwuka could never relocate. He has invested too much in the country, not only by assisting businesses, helping them through their challenges, stopping them from going under, but also growing them and making them profitable.
Often referred to as SPEC, SPEC. He has led and supported several social impact initiatives, ensuring the projects he gets involved in ultimately lead to sustainable socio-economic development. Chukwuka served as a Director General of the Delta Economic Summit Group for 6 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our SPEC, Chukwuka Monye.
Good morning. Please sit. It's good to see everybody this morning. I think I will just go ahead. I'm excited. I see everybody up there. You're not seeing me? Can you see me waving my hand? Okay. Our future is now. I'll go ahead and deliver this speech. Dear Nigerians, and everyone witnessing this moment here and all over the world, I thank you for your interest in a better Nigeria. I am honored today, filled with excitement and a sense of duty that is comparable to nothing I have felt before. On this special day, which is also the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, I want to start by recognizing and honoring our gallant and brave heroes who fought and sacrificed for the existence of our great nation. To them, I say, the labors of our heroes past shall never be in vain. It is a sentence from our national anthem that anchors my being and commitment. And to our present heroes, who even today are still defending our sovereign state, I say, your labor will not be in vain. Although, I wonder if our founding fathers would be content with the state of the nation today. Some of the questions that come to my mind are, how are the Nigerian people faring? How are owners of small businesses able to sustain their livelihood? How do we measure the value of life when the pillars of the health sector are crumbling? How are we empowering our children when the educational systems are declining? How can we cater to the needs of the youth when there are not enough jobs for them? How can we go about our daily lives freely when violence, crime, and banditry are on the rise? These are some of the questions that bother me, and perhaps are questions that our heroes past and present are pondering as well. I represent a generation that has not yet witnessed the Nigeria our parents told us about. I represent a generation that desires opportunities to express their innovative capacities. I represent a generation that desires justice, peace, and equity. I represent a generation that excels and has attempted to create the best we can, despite the limited empowerment we have received. I represent a generation that believes that a global economy can be created out of things that we are passionate about, such as music, art, and technology. We cannot talk about the state of our economy without including these passionate people. It should mean something to be a Nigerian with passion. I am a Niger Deltan who is proudly Nigerian and a firm believer of one Nigeria. Due to the wholesome exposure to the different parts and cultures of the country through my secondary school days, where I met some of my closest friends from various ethnic backgrounds, and my marriage to a beautiful daughter of Obosi, Anambra State. I am grateful for my educational background, which includes attending a federal government college in Lagos and university briefly in Ogun State before leaving the country on a scholarship. The combination of these experiences has given me a worldview that puts a priority on the dignity of the human being. What I have learned from having my formative years in Nigeria has helped me survive in other parts of the world. And what I have learned from being away from my country has reaffirmed my love for it. I have since then dedicated my career of 21 years to building businesses, mentoring leaders, and impacting lives through social initiatives. Through a consulting business I founded 15 years ago, I have led the transformation of numerous public and private sector institutions. While on this journey, I experienced firsthand the challenges that Nigerians and Nigerian businesses go through, notwithstanding how resilient we are as a people. The power of our experience is so valuable. The poverty rate is alarming. With the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics in 2020 estimating that 83 million people live below the poverty line, a figure that equates to the population of 20 of the least populated states in Nigeria. These people go to bed hungry, with many of them not knowing where their next meal will come from. Above all is the fact that Nigerians are at a high point of hopelessness and despair. The foundational structures of Nigeria are at a brink of collapse, with institutions such as justice, health, education, and the security infrastructure unable to effectively meet the needs of Nigerians. I do not stand before you to echo many ways in which the country is deteriorating. I only bring them to the fore because I want us to collectively reflect, especially on this Remembrance Day, our role in altering our country's destiny, of ensuring that the work of our founding fathers is not in vain. I want us to challenge ourselves to move towards our birthright of prosperity. I do not and cannot do this work alone. It is built on the backs of all of us, youth, clerics, women, traders, business people, private and public sector leaders, and so many more who have come before us. I have lived a life of faith, one steadfast in our Creator, and another in our human capacity to influence our own destinies. So much of who we are depends on the choices we make. I firmly believe with all my heart that if we together make the right decisions that employ human, mineral, and natural resources that we have been endowed with, I have no doubt that we can see a better Nigeria in our lifetime. For this reason, I, Chukwuka Monye, present myself to serve as the president of this great nation. I love Nigeria, and I believe that Nigerians matter and deserve a better today. Growing up as a young boy, I remember vividly being told that we are leaders of the future. We accepted this with all our hearts, believing that the future was coming soon. However, over time, I realized that the future that we were promised appeared to be a date that will not be delivered. And so, I make bold to say to every Nigerian dreaming of a better Nigeria. That the future is not a date on a calendar, yet to be revealed. Believe me when I say our future is now. I offer to serve Nigeria in the capacity that will unify and engage the citizens to embrace and execute a plan that focuses on resetting the foundation of the nation so that the transformation of the country into a true African leader can begin. We must reorganize our security systems and our institutions in order to create the environment that will lead to job creation and poverty alleviation. Therefore, the focus of my vision is security, institutional reforms, and jobs. For me, these are not just political statements. They are real expectations based on my own and other people's lived experiences. And I understand all of them to be critical ways for us to move through the present and arrive at a better future. I believe that we have an opportunity to close gaps such as those between generations, between public and private sectors, between the North and the South, and between Nigeria and the international community. And I am uniquely positioned by my age and experience to serve as the bridge builder. As a generation, we must rely on the wisdom of our fathers and mothers to ensure that our energies are properly harnessed to yield impactful development. I believe that there is an abundance that we are yet to experience as a people, a calling of greatness. And I will do this work in service of community, knowing that all voices are important. Nigeria is a blessed nation with a chance to become one of the world's strongest economies come 2023. We must seize this moment to prove that our generation is ready to lead our nation to a promised land and that the future we have so long waited for is at hand. Our future is now. My prayer is that our children and our grandchildren will look back at this moment in history and be proud that our generation took a stand to redirect the country for the better. Our future is now. It is possible for us to build a nation where the wealth is not a privilege for a few, but for all. Our future is now. It is possible, especially with technology, for quality education to be made available to all. Our future is now. It is possible for every Nigerian to have access to decent quality health care. Our future is now. Our children are leaders of tomorrow. And we are the leaders of today. Our future is. It is possible for us to achieve all of these if we come together, organize, and mobilize ourselves. Our future is now. It is time for the Nigerian diaspora to join in rebuilding Nigeria to the future that they are already experiencing. Our future is. It is possible if we arise in numbers and stand for what we desire and go for it. Our future is. And should the people who told us that we are leaders of tomorrow tell us again to wait for our time, tell them with all due respect, our future is now. Come with me and join a community that is in pursuit of a better Nigeria. Wherever you are in the world, by signing up as a member or volunteer at chukwukamonye.com. Let us start now. Let us start today. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
If you're lucky, then you might get through. I was down, so down, took the hit. Was a miracle that got me through. Reading my soul in the wall. Looking back now, there's no regrets. Moving forward, that's all that's left. Wouldn't change a thing, even if I could. I'm stronger now, it's my feet in the wall. Paid my dues. Got plenty of scars, but nothing to lose. No. I'm on top of the world, in front of the crowd.
Baby, follow my command like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Follow my command like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Cause this your milky for front enough for me. Hold on for me, I no go do me corny.
And if you're making a fighty, I saw me to look. Gelato honey, oh baby, smile, deep. Baby, gonna. Waka when you enter my licha. Baby, gonna. Will you give me sugar, wala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa.
Hey, ha, boy, ameno. Oh, can't take bad hearing. DJ, give me now your cool hearing. Let me tell them how the thing goes. How the thing goes. Okay. Chebe make a tamua. Say my kina go join God. You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boy? Get up with drink what I have got. You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, get the kitty, you the wrong, get a off with drink with a drop cup. Hey, Jabba, you see how the thing goes. I said, telling me who blames you. And who? Okay.
Get on. Yeah.